Ja. Wir haben erst Doris erlegt. Steht das Anwesen. Das hier? Ist das wieder offene Tür? Nee, ist Geschäft.
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reid, I didn't know you had returned from the war. I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient in good condition. It's been a long time.
Too long indeed. And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying anything from my humble shop.
What can you tell me about yourself, Miss Price?
I'm still managing my shop. The only difference is, since the quarantine, we're open at night. You, on the contrary, seem to have changed a lot.
Really? Have I changed that much? It must have been the war and the night shifts since my return.
Don't get me wrong, Dr. Reid, you're still handsome. Just maybe a little bit wiser, more serious. It suits you well.
Tell me more about yourself. No new fiancé? I remember you were hoping to get remarried. I'm sure you must have a few suitors.
Who would marry an old bat like myself with a grown daughter and a little business? As you know, I only fancy handsome men like yourself.
Have you noticed anything in particular in this part of town recently?
Other than you coming back to cheer me up? Nothing at all, Dr. Reid.
Does your daughter still worry you, Miss Price? I remember you were often concerned about her health when she was younger.
Have you not seen Carol since you returned? She's almost a young woman now. But she'll always remain my sweet little baby.
So you're less afraid?
Some things never change. Carol is still too clumsy for her own good. Sometimes her innocence puts her in real danger.
Why would her innocence put her in danger?
She does not realize how cruel life can be. Maybe I was a bad mother to protect her too much. My poor dear Carol.
You have every reason to be cautious, Miss Price, especially in these difficult times.
Maybe you could talk with her, Dr. Reid. It would be nice to have a man here more often. We would both feel safer.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
Nice to know. Oh Gott, über sie wissen wir noch gar nichts so wirklich. Was hast du denn schönes
May I look
Angebot?
at your goods, Miss Price?
It's always a pleasure to have you here, Dr. Reid. Take all the time you need.
Die Aluminiumteile hätte ich schon mal eher gebraucht. Sehr viel eher. Aber sie hat coole Waren. So Opium und so.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
Ich liebe unsere Augen jetzt schon. Obwohl anfangs unsere Augen echt schön waren, so mit dem Weiß so. Wir sind halt jetzt zum übelsten Vampir geworden.
It's locked.
Und ich weiß auch schon, wie wir da rankommen werden. Ich glaube, wir müssen sie mal umbringen. Nee, das Anwesen ist da hinten, oder wie? So viele neue Menschen, kann das sein?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reid. Can I be of assistance?
Dr. Reid? Dr. Reid?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... Your name sounds familiar. And your face. Have we met before?
I think I would remember. So I suppose the answer is no.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir. But it's a pleasure to meet you anyway.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
Wir haben uns nie getroffen.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Baker. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
We are waiting. Waiting for someone.
And why are you waiting for this person?
Because we need to leave this city as soon as possible.
Why do you want to leave the city?
I'm not really sure.
Can you tell me anything about this district?
As you like asking questions so much, would you allow me to ask you one first?
Please, be my guest.
Do you like this city?
I don't know. I was born and raised in London, but I feel like a stranger here recently.
You didn't answer my question, sir. But I don't blame you. Perhaps it's better that way.
And what do you do, sir? For a living, that is.
I stopped working when I decided to leave. When I realized what I wanted. Wanted something this city can't provide.
But what were you doing before you took this decision?
Does it really matter anymore? Considering the past seems so pointless to me. I have lived in this city all my life. And now I think it's over.
Tell me more about why you want to leave London, then.
I just don't belong here anymore. I had to convince my brother to leave London because I know we need to find another life out of the city.
Who are you waiting for? I'm sure he has a name.
I really can't answer that question, since I don't know that person.
And why is that?
This person is mostly my brother's acquaintance. I don't even know his real name. Only that this man could help us leave this city once and for all.
But why would you need this person's help to leave London anyway?
Well, I thought we should have left this cursed place already, but my brother convinced me to stay a while longer, and here we are.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world for a long time. I hope he found it.
Ja gut. Wir haben, glaube ich, was über seinen Bruder oder so herausgefunden, wie das aussah. Aber über ihn selbst wissen wir leider noch nicht viel. Aber ich muss halt mit den Leuten reden, weil ich will sie ja auch irgendwann alle... Ich will sie ja irgendwann alle töten. Ahaha. Uns fehlen nämlich auch noch. Aber nun. Er ist die Stütze von allem. Und ich ahne sehr, sehr Schlimmes, wenn er nur 2 Hinweise hat. Und einen haben wir schon. Nun gut.
It's locked, all right.
Auch eine Stütze fällt mal irgendwann. Hm? Ich bin mal gespannt, ob man Swansea eigentlich auch noch töten kann. Kommen wir in das Haus rein? Nein? Schade. Ist ja manchmal interessant, so in die ganzen Häuser reinzukommen. Ja. Ich hab davon schon mal gehört. Hä? Hä? Scheinbar ein Rätsel. Hi.
Jonathan Reid. At last we meet. The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Talltree.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they tell me everything. They've told me of your unquenchable thirst for blood. Be wary, Ekon. I've heard such a rich diet can be bad for the heart.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
I would rather not know. How do you measure the amount of blood?
I told
Is it...
the vamp...
All right. Let me hear it.
You'll cast your heart into the fire without hesitation, Jonathan. For pain is only for the mortals.
May I ask you about the Brotherhood?
Of course. But I must warn you that there are some subjects we consider taboo, in spite of our fondness and acceptance of your kind.
I know there is no love lost between the Guard of Priwen and the Brotherhood. What caused this rift?
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was stronger then, a strength that made them hungry for ever greater power. An argument divided them, and the wound never healed.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. We divide up the books, the relics, not always fairly or with consideration.
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer. It is delicate and may reveal some of our secret traditions.
So you're not just a club of academics and scholars?
Once upon a time, very long ago, the Brotherhood did more than simply study the vampires. They took actions to eliminate the more ferocious and corrupted.
Ja, nun gut. Ich weiß über ihn noch viel zu wenig.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
I really don't know. I don't often go outside. And when I do, it's usually to quite distant destinations.
So you see nothing in the stars for me? You're a poor fortune teller then.
Oh, I can tell you many things, but they will only concern you, not the city. For example, I know that you offered your sister the final rest she asked for.
Do the cards speak of my Mary?
No. It's the burning aura of guilt that precedes you everywhere you go.
Der Typ ist creepy.
Read
weiß
my
zu viel.
fortune, then.
You have been chosen, Jonathan. I see on you the mark of a strong being, so powerful it needn't even reveal its strength.
Aber schön. Ich will nur noch einen Hinweis.
Can you read the cards for me?
Are you sure you want to know what they will reveal?
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150 shillings.
Here is the money.
The soldier, a man unable to change his course, seen by many as a danger, a loving father.
Das war's mir wert.
Tell me about yourself. What do you do here, besides turning cards in the middle of the night?
I'm for most a charlatan. For a few, I'm a vampire. And for you, I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole.
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
The guard of Priwen, who else? For a time, they sent spies to observe my activities, and they even broke into my home to gather proof.
Did they steal anything from you?
A personal notebook they quickly took to their headquarters. All they had to do is to look at me. I'm aging. What better and definite proof that I'm not an immortal?
Do you want your notebook back?
If you ever find it, I'd be glad to have it back, of course. I do ask one thing, though. Do not read it, Jonathan. Some secrets are not meant to be revealed, even to immortals.
Okay.
For how long have you been a primate?
It was 15 years last year.
What do you make of Dr. Swansea?
Edgar is a brilliant and dedicated man. A man of his time, sometimes a little muddled, but always looking for new paths and new concepts.
Ja, stimmt. Ich will nur noch einen Hinweis zu ihm.
Can you read the cards for me?
Put the money on the table then, Jonathan, and open your mind.
Perhaps later.
Kein Geld mehr. So eine Abzocke.
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
Wir erfahren immer mehr.
How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the hocus-pocus parlor tricks. The truth, now!
Swansea told me. Don't look at me like that. His task is to observe and gather information about vampires. He had to tell me about Mary.
Ach.
Mary did not deserve her fate. She had already suffered enough during her life. And yet the pain and the suffering went on after her death.
Suffering is part of the immortal condition. Some prefer to lose their minds rather than face the simple truth. Pain will never stop.
Was wird noch?
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. Perhaps London will survive the epidemic, but I see terrible trials awaiting it.
Wir machen mal die Büchse der Pandora. Ich habe da so eine Ahnung. Dazu. Ich habe keinen Bock drauf. Aber wir müssen da hinten. Echt dicht. Und die Notiz. Wenn ich mich recht entsinne. Genau, das wird sogar angezeigt, dass es hier irgendwo im Theater sein. Müssen wir ein ganzes Stück laufen, aber. Weil der Dorsten kann warten. Den habe ich eh keinen Bock. Frage ist, kommen wir da jetzt so ungeschoren dahin? Versuch's mal. Versuch mal mein Glück, dass wir jetzt irgendwie. Nice. Das hat schon mal funktioniert. Dann müssen wir jetzt da hinten lang. Ich hab schon wieder vergessen. Rechts rum. Egal wie lange ich in dieser Stadt verweile. Merken können. Au. 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 Das ist alles, was ich. Au. Dein Ernst? Da oben? Aber wenn sonst. Speisekarte von Blind Comic.
A restaurant where the guests are blindfolded before being seated. Intriguing.
Ich kenne da schon jemanden, der das bestimmt toll finden wird. Hier rein?
It's locked.
Hätte ja sein können. Sind wir hier richtig? Aber sowas von. Wir könnten jetzt eigentlich mit links rum. Ich will mich kurz voll heilen. So viel dazu. Ja, da war er tot. Hier sind wir richtig, ne? Ja, sauber. Instant einmal, weiß ich was. Hier durch. Müssen ja mal so versteckte Dinge finden.
Fresh water. As long as it's not holy water, I may find some use for it.
Damit kann ich endlich mal eine Blume gießen. Juhu! Blümchen! Du wirst erlöst. Hey! Kann man eine Blume gießen? Ja. Endlich. Nach wie viel Spielstunden? Nee, richtig? Ja. Ich kann mal eine Blume. Warte, bis jetzt haarscharf nach. Oder auch nicht? Genau. Können aber ja eigentlich den Vordereingang nutzen. Ah. Bin hier, glaube ich, schon wieder falsch. Ich muss irgendwie weiter links. Ich werde doch schon wieder kotzen. Hallo, Priester. Nee, der ist halt nicht da. Ja. So viel dazu. Kann ich denn mal dahin gehen? Ach Mann. Man so vergesslich. Ich hier drüber dann. Ja. Hier sind wir richtig. Ich muss ja wieder durch den Haupteingang.
It's locked, all right.
Komme ich denn dann wieder da rein? Hinten rein. Was ergibt irgendwie keinen Sinn, dass ich jetzt wieder hinten rein müsste. Weil ich das vorher auch nicht musste. Verstehe ich nicht. Aber gut. Wir gucken mal. Dann gucken, was du nicht. Aber hier nochmal rein.
It's locked.
Ja, aber das soll doch hier hinten sein. Komme ich denn dann da rein? Komme ich wieder ins Theater? Wahrscheinlich, weil ich die Hauptquest dann nicht weitergemacht habe. Das wäre aber total behindert. Ich bin da raus, die. Vielleicht muss ich eine Wache, die davor steht. Ja, voll falschen Eck. Rein theoretisch muss ich aber halt da rein. Und Karte? Da rein. Da schon wieder du. Will man einmal was Cooles machen? Heißt Doris.
I cannot enter.
Von Dora, wie finden wir das denn jetzt heraus? Oh Gott. Außer. Ob.